It's only a couple of kilometers walk away from, I can't, what am I? All right, no. All right, let's start that again. Hello. So today I'm going to tell you how I moved to Australia from the Philippines, whilst we take you for a walk to the beautiful and picturesque Milk Beach, where you get an unobstructed view of the Sydney Harbour Bridge, which I think is only fitting that you can appreciate the beauty of this country despite the lockdown here in Sydney. All right, so I moved to Australia in 2010. I finished university December 2019. Well, technically January 2010 because I actually did my March then. And shortly after that, I moved to Sydney. I flew to Sydney in May 23rd, 2010. I will never forget that day. It was a very exciting, a very sad day, but more sad day. I remember it vividly. My friend stayed over. We were crying on the way to the airport. At the airport, I was crying heaps on the plane. Wait's insisting we keep walking, and hopefully you guys can hear me with the mask anyway. So I moved here in May 23rd, 2010. I was on a student visa, and quite luckily my brother was already here with me, so it wasn't that hard in a way. So that was kind of helpful. We started in Bondi Junction for the walk, which is about 4 kilometers walk to the Milk Beach. So we've made it to Old South Head Road. We're about 1.5 kilometers into the walk out of 4 kilometers, and you're actually meant to wear masks outdoors, but if you're exercising, you can take it off. However, the police will make the judgment on how strenuous your exercise is. It is hot, very warm day in Sydney today, so I am officially tired, but Wade,
I see you're protecting your chin from COVID. I like it.
All right, thank you, Baba. All right, okay, so we're gonna continue on with the story. So I moved to Australia with a student visa. I went to one of those colleges. It's a money-making machine here in Australia. So these colleges target people that go to Australia for a permanent residency using the skilled migrant visa, because what you need to do, you need to have an Australian education for, I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 years, but anyway, you had to do that. And I'm telling you guys, I couldn't do it. It felt like I was wasting my time. It wasn't adding any value to my life. And I suppose with others that are doing it, right, they are just happy to get that out of the way. To give you context, they were teaching us the parts of a computer. In saying that, it's also not a bachelor's degree that you're going for. It's like a certificate. So that was the case, and I couldn't do it. So I went in and enrolled to FBI Fashion College, which wasn't accredited. It wasn't an accredited institution. They actually have plenty of fashion schools in Sydney. That's very loud, I'm sorry. I don't know if you can still hear me. There are a lot of fashion schools in Sydney that actually take in international students and are accredited, but it is very expensive. I couldn't afford it, so I went in and enrolled at FBI, even if I knew that I was potentially going to breach my visa. Okay, we've made it to Rose Bay. We're very close to Vaucluse, and then shortly it will be the Milk Beach. Basically, I did breach my visa. Then Wade and I went home one day, and there was a very thick mail, A4 size, and it was from the immigration, and we knew just then that that I was definitely in trouble. So I was, but we fought back. We along with very expensive lawyers, fought back and explained the reason why FBI Fashion College made more sense. I even showed them samples of my exams, that I was learning more. And of course, we also went for a de facto visa. And I will tell you more about that, but for now, I want you to see our Spain. Guys, you gotta check this out. See the harbor bridge there? Check this out. Sydney Harbor Bridge. We're at Vaucluse. This was my dream suburb when I first moved to Sydney, and I wanted to live here. I'm not sure actually if I still do, but we actually live only a few kilometers away from here, so gotta believe in yourself. Dreams do happen. We're getting there. It's also a very busy road, but so I'm going to tell you what happened to our de facto, right? So a de facto visa is pretty much a spouse visa, but you're not exactly married, but you must be living together for, I can't remember if it's a year or two, but at the time, about 11 years ago is when we applied for it. You know how I was born in 1988, and 8 is a very lucky number in the Chinese culture because it has the infinity symbol in it, which means everlasting or forever. And I have 2 of those in my year, 88, and I'm year of the dragon, so luck is definitely on my side. So we applied for it, and it was a very smooth process, It's in saying that, it's not like the ones that you see in the US, like in America, where they have to interview you. I don't think they interviewed you.
They can interview you.
Did they interview us? No, I don't think they did. No, we just
We got
sent
a
the
response in a week. Most people take 18 months.
We sent them like about 3,000 photos. There's a list of like proof that you need to prove that you are in an actual relationship, and so.
Stat decks from family and friends.
Correct, that's right. Yeah, so we got it. It was, as Wade said, it was very, very smooth, very fast. I got my permanent residency and then my citizenship shortly after. So here we are, and we're getting close to Milk Beach. We're about less than 10 minutes away. We'll show you when we get there. We've arrived in some sort of park, and I'm a bit sus. Wade's confident it's this way, but not sure. Not sure. Did you put sunscreen on?
I did.
We're at Milk Beach, you guys. Very busy, very busy, but no perfect place to end the story here. So you know how I was telling you about felt that I was very lucky in my life, and that is so true, because the moment I actually got my permanent residency, I was working at St. Vincent de Paul, so at Vinny's charity store, and I got a call from them. And when they first approached me, so this recruiter, I'm not sure if I mentioned recruiter. So Proforce, a recruiter, gave me a call. They couldn't place me back then because of my visa status, which if you are in a student visa, you can only work for 20 hours a week. So that's a no-go. And so they, for some reason, called me. Maybe in their CRM knew that I was about to get my residency, and they did. And they placed me. They placed me my first corporate job in Sydney as a B2B marketer, business-to-business marketer, the job that changed my life. So if there's anything that whole experience really taught me, is humility and the gratitude and appreciation.
That humility didn't last long.
Appreciation for the simple things like this place. I'm gonna turn it around so you guys can see. I think the snow is the perfect spot where you can see the beauty of Sydney, and we're very lucky to be living within 5 kilometers of this spot, because Sydney is still actually in lockdown and you can only go within 5 kilometers of where you live. So let's turn it around. Okay, see how busy it is, but it's very beautiful. Just look at that. I know I promised the harbor view, so I'm gonna walk a little bit so you guys can actually see, because it's on this spot. All right, let's have a look. It's coming. There you go. Can I zoom in a little bit further? There's the bridge, and this beach is actually very popular on New Year's Day, because a lot of young ones flock around here and celebrate New Year's Day, and it's very busy today as well.